Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Joe the Bull Guy podcast. As you can see,
Take over.
Joe is unable to make it tonight. So you have the bullpen takeover with Nicole. Jen will be here shortly, and you got Jimbo. Just want to say, hope Joe is feeling better. He still struggling with the strep, but the good news is the battle with anorexia is still positive. He's still doing good with that. And just want to say thank you and thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We're going to have a good time. It is Feel Good Friday, and it's about positivity, about boosting your mental health and doing what you can to, help fight, that everybody's dealing with anxiety, depression here and there, and just what you can do to stay positive and feel good about yourself and the people around you.
Yes, exactly.
I wanted to mention really quick, Nicole and Jen just dropped a video with women-owned businesses that I heard was amazing. And we wanted to really super thank Jen that spoke around about her businesses, Jayco Drip and Angel. And also Carl is here, the man behind the curtain. And he's going to play a little blooper reel for you that Joe and him put together. So Carl, if you're ready with that blooper reel, you can go ahead and play that. I heard it's hilarious.
So, Angel, tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I'm a broadcaster and I'm an influencer. So what that entails is I get to travel all over for my content. So I like to show all my life to everybody. And I
What do you do for your business?
Huh?
What do you do for your business?
Well, I've been working with Aisha and Joe got me into this. But
don't be fucking blaming me.
Apparently, I'm just supposed to wear the freaking shorts, and he doesn't match me today. But so we've been starting to do these.
Well,
wait, what's going on? Oh, hey.
So we have the Joe the Bull.
Carl, this is so obscene.
I made those.
She made Carl.
Carl, hand check.
Yeah, where's your hands? Where's your hands?
Carl.
God damn it, Carl.
Nice.
It was amazing. It was so good. Guys, you have to go watch it.
Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it was a good one. It was very good. It was they are both very talented in what they do. One is into marketing and social media. The other one, into merchandise and they're just both very talented. So, and of course, Jen as well, with her two businesses. So you also heard, all the different sides. So definitely go check it out.
Absolutely. You can go to Joe the Bull Guy on YouTube and check out all our past episodes and check out that women-owned business episode.
And if you haven't liked and subscribed, make sure you guys hit that button.
Absolutely. And remember, big thanks to Jayco Drip and Angel, Jen, and Nicole for doing that. So let's get started with Feel Good Friday. Let's feel good about ourselves. Let's get it going. I know Nicole is the queen of the investigations, of the research.
Yes.
And she's
My
ready.
little
She's ready.
I do, guys. You guys ready for this? All right. So I pulled up two good feel good quotes. And these are it. So the first one is, when you love what you do, every day feels like a Friday. So like with this podcast, yeah. I don't know. I can say personally, I don't know if Jimbo can say the same, but I feel like this podcast does a lot for me. So my Fridays are always exciting because I get to look forward to this podcast. So
anyway. Absolutely. Agree with you 100%.
And then the next one is, end your week with a bang and let the weekend festivities begin. And I really like that one because we usually do Toxic Friday or Kink Friday or all that stuff. So I thought those were two good ones. And then I also have 26 tips that can boost your mental health. What's up, Jen?
There's Jen.
Hi, loves. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
It's okay.
You just showed the what is it called? The boomerang thing. The boom thing. It was really good from our interview that we did on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. It was Angel showing the shorts off. So
Nice.
that was a really an exciting part of that thing.
Nice.
Anyway, guys, so back to what we were talking about. So 26 tips on how to boost your mental health. So first one, you can track gratitude and achievement with a journal. So you can like write things down. Like I know like one of my biggest achievements in the last 5 years is my recovery and like how I strive every day to be a better mom. Like the last 2 days we've had the play going on and both of my daughters were involved. My daughter working for the school and then, so on. So that's been exciting. And I feel like being achievement of being like a better mom to my kids and like being really present in their lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. So, and then also number 2 is start your day with a cup of coffee. Now, I'm not a big fan of coffee, but I will definitely have that cup of Mountain Dew, guys. You know it. But they say to get a cup of coffee or, whatever drink, Red Bull.
Coffee has to start my day.
Coffee.
Anyway, you can get the caffeine in. Anyway, you can get the caffeine in.
What about everyone in the comments? Would you guys say coffee? You have to have coffee to start your day. Number 3 is set up a getaway. So like, take time to like maybe take a mini vacay or like take a day out. Like I know sometimes we go to this place here in Michigan. It's like in Frankenmuth and it's like a historical town and there's like a splash village there and we love taking the kids there and spending the day. So that would be like something that you could do or something.
What's up,
G is on the wrong app right now. G's tapping and trying to get
tapping the screen for us.
Oh, geez, no way. What's up, G? No coffee, vitamin water. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, Advil and caffeine starts the day every day.
It says work your strength. So like I would consider, I guess that would be like working out or like even your mental strength. Like it could be also mental strength or your physical strength. Either or, that's something that could help boost your mental health. Number 5 would be keep it cool for a good night's sleep. So like stay relaxed. Sometimes when we're hot, we can get overstimulated and, it can cause other issues. So it's like nice to be relaxed and chill.
Do you know that you're actually... Go ahead, Jen. I said you're actually supposed to sleep with your thermostat lower than what you would like your house temperature to be. Through the night, it's supposed to help you sleep better.
We were just talking about
really?
this at work, and they were saying that research has shown that men are more comfortable at about 68 degrees, 67 to 68, and women are more comfortable between 71 and 72. Now, like trying to sleep in the same room when you got no covers on, and then the other one's got like blankets and comforters and quilts.
My mother-in-law is the perfect example. Like when she lived with us before we bought her own house, she would keep the heat on like 6 or 75 during the day. And I always wondered why I was so tired throughout the whole day. And it was because it was so warm in the house. And my doctor told me that. He was like, that will drain your energy faster than anything. And literally, even when when she moved out in the winter, like when he's streaming or on other platforms, like, yes, we'll keep it at 69 or 70, but it's on 66 to 68 when we go to sleep. And if we leave, it's on 67. Like,
I mean, how many of us sleep with a fan on, even in the winter, just to keep a cool breeze?
I'm a fan and a heated blanket. I don't know.
My daughter's the same way.
The window cracked, the fan on.
I want to be hot, but I want something blowing on me.
Yeah.
I think it's the white noise for me.
Well,
it is the white noise.
What's helped me is YouTube has like the thunderstorms, like thunderstorm in a tent.
Like on Alexa or Google or something.
That'll put you out in a second.
Yes.
And you sleep so much better and you feel so much better and you're like,
okay, so all you people that sleep with a fan, if your fan goes out in the middle of the night, do you wake right up?
I totally wake up. Oh my God, it's the worst.
It is the
like
worst.
You know the power's out. It's like
yeah,
I don't know.
Probably more alert than you ever been alert before.
For being 51 and I got to get up every 3 hours to pee. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, I got that issue too. Joseph being older. I got
Yeah,
it.
immediately. Like that fan goes off and I'm like, something's wrong. And then I look around, I'm like, it's all dark. Okay, power went out. Need to fix this.
Zach, there's somebody in the house. Something's wrong. Get up and find
Zach,
out.
just aim. Just aim, please.
All right, this next one is kind of interesting. It's you don't have to see the whole downstairs, just take the first step. So
Hell
I
yeah.
guess this is kind of like a more of a thinking one. Like you don't have to see the whole picture to know that you got this and you can, keep pushing or keep moving forward or keep striving.
And I think
I don't see the bigger picture yet in my life. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm totally 38,
Okay.
almost 40 years old.
Okay,
I
but
don't
listen,
know.
Nicole, 2 weeks ago, I could not see the light at the end of the tunnel. I literally
That's true. You
had
didn't know about a
an
car
emotional
situation.
breakdown. I didn't know if I was going to get a car. I didn't know how things were going to work out. I didn't know if getting a car before Christmas was going to interfere with my kids having Christmas. Like it's stressful. And right then I couldn't see the light.
Yeah.
And then and I'm a big prayer person. I know a lot of other people aren't, but I do. And
Right.
I truly believe that car went into the dealership late Friday night on a trade-in. It got serviced Saturday morning. New tires, new brakes, new wheels, new rotors, whole 9 yards, new belts, everything. Sunday, the dealership was closed. Monday morning, I was at the dealership. I was the first person to look at that car. I don't think it was an accident.
It was meant to be.
And that's the thing. That's what you it's not like you manifested it, but you prayed on
But I
it.
kind of did.
I'm not a prayer person. I'm a positive thinker, meditate on things,
Manifesting.
being positive. And I feel like when you're positive, like you said, like you put it to prayer, you put it to a positive thing. And man, it's more times than not, it works out.
Oh, 100%.
And is that what you did to turn that around? You're like, I got to do something to get out of this, and you turn to prayer.
I broke the 2 days before. So Friday night when the car was being traded in there, that's when I broke and I couldn't see the light. I couldn't even get on his live because just sitting in front of people, I was crying. Like I couldn't stop myself. I can honestly say I do think it was my first mental break completely that I've ever had.
Wow.
And like with Zach's thinking and how he feels all the time, if that's how he feels on an everyday basis, and that's what he tells me he feels like on an everyday basis, I feel so helpless and sad for him. Because at that darkest moment, I couldn't see any light.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to see that, but pretty much you need to start. Like, you got to push through those things and those thoughts and mindset, because it's just really a bad mindset to be in.
It is.
I'm happy things are getting better for you, Jen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And it brings that to something now that I don't know if it's on your list, Nicole. It probably is, but what kind of where you and Zach can mesh like that, to where you did what you did to be positive, to where for me, sometimes when I get in those low spots, I remember I have a great people around me. You know what I mean? And then that they bring me up. And sometimes that's what I need, is that team around me, that's positive. I can't be. And I try to do things for them that you can lift each other up and see that and go, hey, it's going to be okay.
But the bad thing about it, that is I didn't want to reach out. Like, I'm the one that tries to help everybody and everything else. Like, I was just like, no, I'll get through this on my own. I don't need anybody's help. I got this. And you wouldn't believe how many calls and
sometimes that works the opposite way.
Guys, it is okay to ask for help if you need help.
Right.
Or accept help if it's offered to you.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with you if you ask for help or if help is offered. Please, you should.
And I'm so glad and I'm so thankful for everyone that rallied around me and pulled me out of that. Jimbo, Nicole, you guys were both a part of that. Just with your positive thoughts, your positivity, just tell me, Jen, you got this. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
So without the family that I've created, without the
Oh.
family that I think that we all created together, like,
Yeah.
I don't know that I would have got out of that time.
Great. Gray Beard in the comments nailed it. Support system. Great support system.
Facts.
Even sometimes when we don't want to hear it, it does sink in. It does sink in eventually.
It does 100%.
One of the programs I was in earlier in the year, there was a common denominator between a lot of us that are in that program that we all struggled with asking for help or even accepting help, to where that was a barrier that had to be broken. And it's like, once you get in that zone where you're like, oh, you're always helping people. Like, you're always helping other people. Now it's your time to take help. And just like the motivation. And it was like a light bulb goes off.
Yeah,
like,
it truly does.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
I do have people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be okay.
I'm blessed to have these people around me. This is awesome, actually, and then it's like leaps and bounds after that. And it's just like, wow.
Yeah, Jill, it can
all
be hard
these years that I would not ever listen to anybody.
to accept help, Jill. I mean, but at the same time, you should. Sometimes,
sometimes we all need help, and that's what I do.
Sometimes I get what you're
told you
saying.
that.
I don't like to ask for help either. I like to stand on my own 2 feet. Like when I first came here, and it was hard. I had to ask for everything or like try to get help, but I did, and I'm so grateful that I did, because I'm today 5 years sober because of it. So
yeah, and look at you now.
Right. So anyway, guys, let's move on, because we got lots to get through, guys. All right. Next one, experiment with like new things, like with a new recipes. So like try cooking something, maybe go skydiving, take a hike, run a marathon, try something new. And they also say that helps boost your mental health. Another one is boost your brain power, treating yourself, like, empower yourself with your brain, another one.
No, it's funny, real quick with that, Nicole, now with your recovery. I know a couple people in the one program, they were like, when I'm not using, and whether it's drugs, alcohol, whatever, one of their things was to spend money. They're like, okay, I'm clean right now, but now I'm broke. I'm saving money. I'm not doing drugs, but now I'm spending my money on, like, I'm getting packages from Amazon. I'm up late watching QVC.
Right.
Like,
I would have to say, I do struggle with that with myself. That shopping addiction is definitely, if I have it, I like to buy.
That was something.
And then I'll go to the store and I'll be shopping in the Target's $3 and $5 section. And I'll be like, oh, I'm bargaining shopping. And I'm trying to tell myself that that's okay. But really, that's not. I'm still have that impulse.
But and what everybody talked about, they're like, yeah, that was a common issue.
It is.
But it was still positive because they weren't using.
Exactly.
How many people that never smoked a cigarette before in recovery, they're like, I smoke a pack of cigarettes now, but I can go to work. I can function with my family. I can be productive. No, I just smoke a pack of cigarettes or drink 2 gallons of coffee a day. It's like sometimes it's the bit of two evils, I guess. But
replacing an addiction with an addiction.
Yeah, we're talking about shopping addiction. It's kind of a big thing.
But you can still be positive in your family's life.
I can honestly say a friend of mine was horrible with like online shopping. But I sat and I talked to her and I'm like, okay, let's figure out why. Right. Why are you doing this? Why are you spending thousands and thousands of dollars on stuff that's just sitting there unopened? What are we doing this for?
Right.
And I found out after a lot of research that her other half was struggling with addiction, and that was her void. That was her way to escape, was by shopping.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, I can't imagine, not the addict itself, but the person that's helping or taking care of the addict or it's hard for them as well. And they struggle with their own addictions as well. And it's hard. That's rough.
G says he's 2 weeks cigarette free.
Let's go, G. That's what's up. Here.
That's the next thing that I'm gonna
This is
do.
for you. I gave you a money gun, baby.
Woo!
That's awesome.
Yeah, make it
Can I-
rain on me.
Can I borrow that next week in Atlantic City?
You know,
Yeah.
these are Five Below. Can I say that? Five Below $5. I got it today.
No way.
Oh, I'm about
Yeah.
to go.
I'm
about
taking
to
that.
I
About to
couldn't
go
believe
get me one
they
of
were
them.
like in a corner. You would have never even known. I was really looking because I was looking for Christmas presents.
I wonder if I'm allowed to have this strip bar.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you, team. All right. Next one is there is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you. So when my dad passed away, I started sharing my story of recovery and addiction recovery. And it's been the best thing. It helps me with healing for my dad because he was such a rock in my addiction and my beginning of my recovery. So like it helped in multiple ways, but I mean it could help. There's other ways for other people as well. So if you have a story inside of you and you want it, you should share because it might help somebody or it might even help you.
I was gonna say, usually sharing something like that it helps you just as much as it might help someone else.
Yeah.
Especially in that group setting when you do
Yes.
certain programs, because you're not going to be judged because everybody's there. And you find out so much in common of what got you there and your life experiences. You're like, holy shit, I'm not the only one. You
Right.
know? So you're comfortable to open up and talk about it.
With TikTok, that's why I'm like super, because the community in the recovery community is such a large community on TikTok that like it's just been so beautiful because I've met so many different people that I thought I was the only one that had my kind of story, but there's many with the same story.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't feel alone anymore. I feel like I have a community of people that like get me.
Nicole, can I ask you a question? When you started out into your recovery, did you go to NA meetings?
I had to. They were required by probation. I was on a restrict probation.
Me too. But I actually took so much from those meetings. I did the meetings. I don't know if you've ever heard of the phone meetings, but you can do NA meetings or AA meetings over the phone. This was like right before COVID hit, and they had the line where you could just call or whatnot. But yeah, so I did do it, and I did really enjoy it. But like then I became really busy, and a lot of times like the meetings were like when the kids were home. And yes, I've shared a lot of my stuff with my kids. They know about it, but there's a lot of stuff they don't know. And a lot of times when you're in NA or A, you tend to share those things you don't want anyone else to know. Although I'm starting to leak more information, but there's still a lot of things that you just want to like I can totally relate to you because like my kids are 14 and 16 and I've just now this year like explained to them what I had been through,
right,
how hard it was and things leading up to it. And I think a lot of the reason I did it is because of all of the new stuff running around on the streets that I was like, just no, like, please. It was an awareness thing for me to let them know that
for sure.
It's not as safe as it seems.
We'll have an actual podcast about this, and maybe Jen and I can go more into it. But this is a good feel good Friday, so like some of the stories. But okay, so I just have a lot to relate, and that's why I always go back to that. But all right, next one is sometimes we don't need to add any new activities to get more pleasure. So this is don't put more on your plate.
Because that can revert you back to being stressed out. Yeah. And it'll put you into your anxiety hits. Yeah. With me, when the anxiety hits, if I don't take care of it right away, depression hits. So it's like, it's the ADD. It's like, I got to do this. I'm doing 18 things. So it's like, okay, getting back in my lane, stay positive, get back in my lane,
Right.
Totally.
Like,
I agree with that 100%.
The kid's dad always would get mad at me since I've been in recovery because I'm always trying to plan stuff for my younger daughter. And I'm like, I got to put her in this and this and this and this. And he's like, you're putting way too much on your, because I mean, even though that's her plate, that's still my plate because I'm the one responsible and I got to take her there. So not only will I have to do with my stuff, but I would have to do it. But to me, it's been beneficial because I need
keeps
to
you
stay
busy.
focused.
And it
But
keeps you
it
busy.
doesn't always work in everyone's situation like mine, but it did help in mine. Next one, when you're feeling anxious, take a trip down memory lane and do some coloring. So it says like to take, if you don't want to color, maybe go fishing, just take a minute and like maybe relive some of your happy memories. Like times you remember you had a
And
really
that's what
good
I've been
day.
doing a lot with our chat lately, because we're trying to create a safe place for everybody. So if someone comes in saying that they're having such a bad day or something, I'll ask them, okay, can you tell me one good thing that happened to you today? Just one.
Right.
And you try to divert that attention away from the negativity and bring it to something positive.
How many meetings start that way? How
Oh
is your
yeah,
day? What's one good thing that happened to you today?
Yeah,
Aw, gee.
almost every one of them.
Just to get that motivation and they're like, man, that's awesome. And everybody like cheers you. It's like so motivating to just realize and recognize.
I lost my dad in 2016, and even his happy memories make me sad. But just know, like, we're all thinking of you, and it is very hard to lose a parent. It is very hard. If you need me, G, reach out. I'd love to talk to you, bud.
Yeah. So sorry. Another one is take time to laugh. Like Joe always believes, Joe the Bull, podcast. He believes that laughter is medicine. Medicine is laughter. So like you can really, it helps. You can boost up your mental health for sure. Another one is
100%.
go off grid, disconnect from the world. Turn off your phone for a while. Take some time for yourself.
Little tidbit with that is
Yeah.
my 13-year-old, whenever she's like getting in a zone, whether it's bad grades or getting in trouble, the first thing me and her mother do, even though we're
Take
not
her
together, we're still on the page with it, take the phone.
Take the phone.
Social media away, get her back into where she should be, and it's like a turnaround. Such a
Right.
pump of she's positive, she's interacting with the family again. And then, okay, she does good. And then you give her the phone back and the social media starts hitting and you can see her starting to like drip back down. But it's like, I'm like, T, you gotta let that go once in a while.
Right.
Daddy's gonna
Sometimes
do
it's
it.
okay to
Everybody's gotta
disconnect.
do it. You just gotta disconnect and breathe and throw the softball around. Let's get outside.
Yeah, like
And
3 nights ago. Yeah,
you can
3
see the
nights ago.
turnaround right away.
Yeah.
3
I didn't
nights
go
ago, I had
live
both.
last weekend because of it. Because
I had my kids both put their phones away 3 nights ago. And when I tell you that we sat and belly laughed until 7:30 in the morning, all of us together, it was the best feeling in the world.
That's
It
amazing.
really, really was. Like, it made me feel so good.
Yeah. And you probably slept good that night, right? And
Oh,
you're
yeah,
like, it's like,
everything. Yeah.
yeah.
I love it.
Well, like Nicole, you talked about earlier about like getting like the cool air and everything. How many times do you, either at work or at home, you're just feeling it, go outside, whether it's how you just get that fresh air and you're like, okay, I needed 2 minutes. Like you get that fresh air in your lungs, wind in your face, and you're like, okay, I'm good. Like I'm good.
Well,
Sometimes
I like putting down the
walking
windows and driving
and
and feeling the wind on the highway. That's like
Me
my best.
too.
And I'm like, ooh, I'm ready to go and start my day.
winded down and the radio blaring, right?
Right.
Yep.
Next one is dance around while you do your housework. Like, so turn on music. I do this all the time. Turn on the music, dance around, while you do your laundry, or while you're cooking.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
And and that's the way we grew up. My mother.
Right, that's all we had. We had music.
Italian
we didn't
mom.
have TV shows.
Yeah.
Well,
We didn't have Netflix.
Everybody's in the kitchen, and she'd have everybody dancing in the kitchen.
We didn't have cell phones.
Do you know how more? I
growing up.
don't know. I feel like families were so much more connected when there wasn't so much technology.
Oh, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Like we had sit down dinners every night. My grandma made dinner, and we all had to sit down on the table. I had to be asked to be excused from the table.
Yep.
Like
Oh,
it was serious.
I am 40 years old, and if I go to Zach's mom's house and I don't sit down at the dinner table when it's dinner time, she's coming at me, and I'm scared
my
of her.
God.
She's littler than me, but I'm scared of her.
Yep.
I'm the one to sit down to eat my dinner like a good girl.
You ask to be excused. You clear your plate when you're done.
Yeah.
If somebody else's plate, you go, hey, can I take it? Absolutely. Absolutely.
100%.
Next one is relax in a warm bath once a week. I've never, I mean, yeah, you should. I should definitely try this. I say to tell you guys to do this, but I should definitely do this. But yes, take a bath or something. Maybe go in a sauna if you don't like baths. You know, maybe go hit the sauna once a week.
I just have a shower, but it's got a removable head, so I'm
Well,
good.
there you go. Really hot. Oh, get one of those steam, the steam things, steamers you can put in your shower with you and have that aromatic smell. So that might help.
Yes. Oh my gosh, G, you're so right. When we had to call the radio stations to request a song, do you guys like remember
Oh
that?
my God, yes.
Like, or be the 10th caller to win, and you're like, I got this.
And do you remember how like you would play the radio? Like, I'm a kid of the 80s, so we had like our boom box, and you're like, all right, they're gonna play the songs, and you hit record. So you had like the blank tape
Your tape.
that you would record all your favorite songs on.
Yes.
Yes. I remember my sister doing that a little bit. Next is be a tourist in your own town. Explore your town. Like get to know like maybe some new spots in your
I
town.
love that. I love that.
New
Especially
parks,
restaurants.
new restaurants.
I love that. It's like no.
Maybe make some new friends. Join a club.
See,
Not
and I
in my
tell
town.
people,
Not
see
in
when
my
I go
town.
live, when I go live on TikTok, people are like, "Why are you on here? What are you doing?" I go, "I'm a social person.
Yeah.
I can't go and hang out at the bars like I used to. So I'm on here and I'm talking to people because that's what I would do.
Right.
I would sit at the
Having
bar,
fun. I'm bouncing in a
Listening to
motherfucking chair,
music.
guys.
talking
Hi,
to people, hanging out. I mean,
See,
I'm
that
not
was
bouncing
my
out
grandma
like
all the
Nicole, but
time.
Let's go.
Literally, G, I promise that was my grandma all the time. She would be like, could you please get off the internet so I can use the phone?
Oh my God,
I'm like,
dial
oh,
up.
yes.
Well, the
Well,
worst-
I am messenger.
the worst when you get home to a quiet house, it's like 2 a.m. and you're like, well, let me go on the internet. And the whole house hears.
I can
You're
hear
like,
it
well, I
now.
just woke the whole house up.
Or you had that LimeWire or Zaza and you're trying to download those CDs for your people tomorrow.
So many CDs.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, welcome. You've got mail.
You've
Oh
got
my
mail.
God, it's the worst.
You've got mail. Who's seen Euro Trip? Remember the movie Euro Trip?
Yes.
When he checks his mail and he had the voices like, mail, motherfucker. They actually had that you could get that to put on.
True.
Uh,
Another thing is something has been bothering you, write it down or scream it out. Write it down, throw it away. They say that this really helps. I haven't really found it. I don't know. I've tried this, but it might help.
that one
somebody
never
else.
worked for me, but I know people that do that
Yeah.
for sure.
Like, okay,
Okay.
I'll give you guys an example. When my mom's mom just passed away 2.5 months ago,
Okay.
I was going to see her. I had planned on going to see her. She was getting ready to come home. They were discharging her when she passed. So I didn't get to see her. And there was some like there was resentments between us because and one day we'll go over this, Nicole, in one of our specials that we do because it goes with the drugs and other stuff.
Yeah.
So I had some things that I needed to say to her. So I wrote her a letter after she passed. I edited that letter 3 times. And then by the 4th time, I was able to take it outside and burn it. And I feel like I did get some closure to that. But it doesn't work in every situation. Don't let me it's not for everybody.
That's beautiful. I mean, I'm happy you feel a little bit of like letting
And
it
Jen,
go.
I'm sorry I was not.
I know you're good. It's
Can
all
you see
great.
Carl- Can you see Carl's screaming? Listen, Carl, I don't want to know why you're screaming into a pillow, brother. Like,
Carl,
are you
that is
really
not for this
enjoying
podcast,
too
bro.
much? Where's your
listen,
hands,
buddy, if
Carl?
that's your motivational,
Carl, hands up.
get your
Hands
get
up.
your head planted in a pillow so you can scream in it.
Yeah,
rather than
I
your-
wonder why he's doing that.
You keep your dirty mouth shut, Carl.
Oh my god. Oh, it also says try prepping your lunches or picking your clothes out for the week. So like instead of
Yeah, I
like
can't do
okay,
that.
so women are
No.
really bad about clothes. I'm really bad about clothes.
I'm
I
way
try
too
to five
ADHD for
outfits
that.
before I go live with you guys at night on TikTok.
If I did that, I would change it 3 times every day. I would be
Me
like, no,
too.
I don't want that. I would be like,
Yeah.
no.
So they say that's really helpful to like pre-schedule your life a little bit. But yeah.
I am not that kind of person.
Yeah, I mean, I
for sure.
literally make my daughter's lunches in the morning. Like 10
I could do
minutes
that for
before.
somebody else.
Yeah, but not for
I could
myself.
totally do that for somebody else, but I can't
Oh,
do
you
it for myself.
could. Okay. Practice forgiveness. That was on the mental health tip.
That is a huge
Practice
struggle.
what you
Letting
preach. Is
go.
that what you said?
Forgiveness.
Oh,
That's a huge struggle for me.
Practice forgiveness.
I don't.
okay,
forgive.
Jimbo. Does this listen? I've had a lot of things happen to me that we're not going to talk about. They're very
For sure.
sensitive content.
Yeah.
But in order for me to move on, I have forgiven. I have not forgotten. So remember, even though you forgive somebody for something, forgive them for yourself. Don't forgive them for them. Forgive them for yourself. But you don't have to forget.
True.
Jimbo's like, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
let's not get
still
stuck on
gonna
this one
struggle
too
with
much.
that.
I know it's got
Listen,
stuff going on. Okay.
Irish and Italian. One wants a vendetta, and the other one will never let anything go for thousands of years. So,
Honey, I'm Irish too. I have red hair and freckles. Like, I get it.
the guy inside of me wants to shank everybody for everything they did, and the other side wants me to be like, remember 300 years ago when your people did this to me? So, I can't do it. I can't do it. I've tried.
Switzerland.
Even for the benefit of my children, I've tried, and I can't do it.
No,
I
feel
still
you on
won't
that
talk to
one.
my ex's new husband. I won't talk to him. I won't shake his hand. I won't go. I won't look at him. But anyway, that's another subject. This
Right.
is positivity.
All
This
right,
is,
next one. Feelings. You feeling stressed? Smile. Don't let it get the best of you. Move forward.
Just grin and bear it.
Yes. Send a thank
Just like
you
had to
note.
finish that one
Nice.
on that note.
The next one is send a thank you note. Like, thank somebody that helped you or made you, feel a certain way.
you
That
know
is
what I
such a
love?
big thing.
What I love is handwritten letters and mail them.
Yes. Yes.
I love that.
Put some
You know
thought,
what?
like
That's all we looked for when we were in the county. Like when I was in those hands.
that's
Like,
I think
that made our
do you
day.
know what we should do? We should all challenge our groups, our chats, our families. Do you know how many soldiers would love to receive a handwritten letter
Oh my God, we should totally do that. We should talk to Joe
or
about
something
it.
of that nature? Do you understand what I'm saying, Jim?
Yeah, no, for sure. That sounds like a
So-
good
No, because Jim has that look of
So it's 50-50. I'll be honest with you. I'll put the not to get off a subject too quickly, but it's 50-50.
Okay.
50% it hits them, then they start thinking about their family, and then it's not good.
Yeah.
The other 50,
Yeah, you're
they could
right.
give a damn, and they're like, oh, they sent us candy. Let's eat the candy. Like that. It's 50-50. It really is. I think it's a great gesture especially for the schools to do it, because it's showing the kids, hey, this is what other adults are doing for you and us as a whole, as a community. So
like
I think
yeah.
it affects the people doing it probably more than the people receiving it.
Okay. Because I know that like every time around Christmas, we get with our local people and we all have a community thing. But we get like snacks and socks and toilet paper and we send stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, trust me. It's when a care package gets sent, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, care packages are the best.
You're getting bags of Doritos, and
Yeah.
usually you don't get any,
drink.
usually you
them
don't
an
get any
drink.
Copenhagen and marbles or Newports from the kids from school, what they really want. But it's the thought that counts, and it is greatly appreciated either way. So not to make it sound like the guys don't care and they just want the stuff.
No, I get what you're saying though. And if you make them miss their family and stuff like that, then their attention changes.
Man, I wish my wife would send a letter with my kids. That would be awesome, but it's still appreciated. And it's twofold, because it also brings a camaraderie at home to go, hey, there's people that aren't with their families during the holidays. And
right.
So it is always a positive thing.
Okay. Next one is do something with friends or family. Take 30 minutes to walk in the nature. They say that that's really good. Even if you don't have to hike or anything, just, take a walk. Yeah. That's
me all day long. I don't care what the weather is. If it's cold and rainy, it's even better, because that means nobody else is out there.
Right.
Yeah. So you can have time to yourself.
Get me wet in the wood. That sounds weird.
Yeah. Ooh, baby's getting nasty over here. Let's go.
Put my kilt on and run around in the woods.
Don't try me with a good time.
There's nothing better.
As Nicole's foot goes behind her head, like,
hey.
Now, if I'd seen that in the woods, I'd be out there every day.
Yeah, right. Look at her go.
Where's this trail on the county park system? I don't see that on the map anywhere.
I haven't seen that before. That must be
water. We got waterfalls.
To enjoy the sunshine 15 minutes. So we're ending that. I want to just we're kind of I wanted to talk about endorphins and serotonin a little bit, and that is our natural hormones in our body. Endorphins. What?
Was that a sneeze?
God bless you. Endorphins are a type of brain chemical that helps people cope with pain and stress. So it's a natural pain reliever. What's wrong? What happened?
Somebody Zach, I think, scared the
shit. Oh my gosh. Gee, I'm not a squirrel. I have a squirrel contest. Should I go put it on? Okay. I have a fucking squirrel contest.
Jen, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You all right? By the way, I wasn't going to make a comment, but are you in the same house with Carl? Because I think that was his house last week, wasn't it?
No.
Carl, did Carl let you out of the cave? Did Carl let you out of the cave in the basement?
Carl out of the basement.
Bring out the gimp.
So the benefits of endorphins and all these hormones is reducing stress and anxiety, lowering pain, boosting your self-esteem, helping with mental disorders. So like I am bipolar. So like I have a lot of highs and lows. So it's definitely helpful for me. Now serotonin is a chemical messenger that plays a vital role. So it's found in the brain, spinal cord, and the digestive tract. So it's actually throughout your whole body. And it's like these like receptors, and you can have highs and lows of serotonin. Low serotonin levels are thought to contribute to depression, anxiety, and other health conditions. So you do not want low serotonin, okay? And I will tell you guys how you can keep these levels up, okay? Here are some ways to increase your serotonin.
Wait a second, Nicole.
Tanning beds. Years ago, one of the many things.
I love tanning beds. So relaxing.
Yeah.
You can't go out and you don't want to be outside. So we would get a lot of people that would get a prescription from their doctor to go to tanning beds.
That's because 95% of the world is vitamin D deficient.
Yeah. And to go to a tanning bed to get that serotonin level up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like,
those are actually that's actually a fact, because I went to the doctor one day and I was like, there's something wrong with me. And this doctor kept telling me, there's nothing wrong with you. You just need to go outside. And I'm like, it's the middle of winter.
Like rub some dirt on it. You'll be all right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. And then I talked to one of the nurses and she was like, no, go to a tanning bed. Get those UV rays. That'll raise your levels. And I was like, why didn't he just tell me to go tanning? He didn't have to tell me to go outside and freeze.
They have vitamin D.
Put the goggles on, put the sock
I have
over
to
your
take them every day.
Feel so much better.
I'm vitamin D deficient. but I live in Michigan, so you know.
Michigan,
A lot of
Ohio,
people
all
in
of us
Sanders and, like,
are
Wisconsin,
severely vitamin D deficient.
Yes. Okay. So low. So you don't want low.
Shut up. Shut up, Jimbo. Shut up.
What?
Come down.
I am not vitamin D
Vitamin D
deficient.
down here.
Okay. Here are some ways.
Plenty of vitamin Z.
All right. Here are some ways you can increase your serotonin or endorphins. 20 to 30 minutes exercising. So, you know, take 20 to 30 minutes out of your day, times 3 times a week. I actually do this and I fucking enjoy it. And my fucking serotonin and endorphins go fucking real high. It's almost like I'm fucking somebody or they're fucking me or vice versa. Okay.
You can tell by the time you're done with your snap workout that your serotonin's high.
Yes. Right.
So what was that you're doing again?
Oh, well, I'm saying if we're, yeah. Where's your Bible?
You need a Bible. You need a Bible right now.
We need Joe the Bible. Yeah, so they say sunlight, vitamin E, massages can also help.
She's talking about vitamin D and massages.
Yes.
And
now,
expect me to not be left-brained right now.
The 4 pleasure hormones are dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, and oxytocin.
I get in trouble with that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's the pill that makes you have a baby quicker. I'm an
I was like, wait, we're on the wrong track here. I thought we were talking.
Yeah, so you can get these by diet, exercise, and then the strongest happy hormone is the dopamine. So, like when I was an addict, we crave dopamine because it goes in and then that. Yeah, but you know what ends up happening after long-term use?
Your dopamine level,
but it actually decreases your shit. Right. Exactly. And now I will never feel that good ever again because I chased it for so long, trying to feel that good. But I'm just saying, we're working on feeling good again.
It's true though. They put me on a mood stabilizer to bring my serotonin back up because I damaged it so much over the years.
Yeah, It's rough shit. Okay, so that was dopamine. So the love hormone where you get that, oh baby, let's go, okay, kind of thing.
Wait, what was that again?
Yeah, you froze.
Yeah, you froze. We missed that.
What was my dog? What happened?
Kind of thing. Okay,
yeah, got it that time.
The love hormone is the oxytocin, and your body releases feel-good hormones, endorphins, and all the hormones which are 4 that can reduce and make your partner contribute to your mental. So it contributes to your mental health, but it deepens your emotional connection when your hormones, like your dopamine and all that, is risen. So the only way I can really get my dopamine high is sex.
I love to deepen.
Sorry, we're going deep here, okay? You brought it up.
You said to play it. Yes,
let your soul glow.
Anyway, guys, just that. There's many ways you can take care of it, but that is one way. Sex is big. Exercise,
even
being
sex
on the right diet. Because that's pretty much. I mean,
which is an addiction.
That's all the notes I got for you. That's all, folks.
That's all.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
MVP Nicole.
Nicole, fucking crushing it.
Yes, always do. You are literally
and there's nothing in any of my notes
that you didn't cover.
Connect with someone.
So I hope you guys really enjoyed this podcast. I know it was a little bit more of a serious, but I thought it was also a good podcast because these are good tips and stuff to know about feeling good. We also got into some personal experiences with you guys. You guys opened up as well.
Carl,
just remember, it's always a safe zone.
Nicole,
love you.
Listen.
Damn it, Carl. Why is your hands out like that? What are you doing?
Carl, your hands, Carl.
Hands. Love you guys.
Hands, Carl.
We love you guys. I hope you guys have a good